Hi, my name is Brandon McElwain. I'm the Marketing Director at State Tech, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's edition of State Tech Talks. Interested in State Tech? Well, there is never going to be a better time to visit us than during Show Me State Tech. The event will provide students, parents, and community members the opportunity to visit campus, interact with students, alumni, as well as faculty. Take a look.
See for yourself why State Tech is the top two-year school in the country and stop by Show Me State Tech, powered by Open House on Saturday, March 26th. State Tech is the employer's choice. Learn more at statetechmo.edu.
We certainly hope we see you here at Show Me State Tech this Saturday. We are now in the home stretch for the spring semester, and that means graduation is only a few months away on May 14th. Our ceremonies will take place in the Activity Center this year, so please be on the lookout for everything related to graduation online. You are very close to becoming a graduate from State Technical College in Missouri. You're almost there. We decided to catch up with Mr. Christian Record, who's an instructor in our Auto Collision Technology program, to see exactly how they spent the $5,000 they won during Week of Welcome and how it helped their class this year. Take a look.
$5,000 had a huge impact on our program. One, I'd say the coolest thing about it, first off, is just how it brought, I've never had a class, you know, we've been together, that class had been together for 3-4 days, and here we are in this Power Up Week. All of a sudden, these guys are getting to know each other better and better. So we set off for the first of the week, and we said, hey, we really need this money for the program. And they said, yeah, let's do it. But then the money itself, that filled a big role. The biggest one is going to be right here. This is our material racks, along with the materials on them. So the materials that are on that rack, it may not seem like it's much. It may seem like a very dainty rack, and it may seem like there's really no materials on it. But whenever you have each box of sandpaper that costs you $55, $60, and you have to have 6 or 7 boxes of that sandpaper amongst 12 of these carts, it gets very costly. So this is really this design here. We ended up getting 12 totals of our material carts, and that's really what it all went towards and helped us out greatly.
And now it's time for our weekly State Tech Employee Spotlight. This week we meet Jason Crum, our new chair for the Energy Technology Department right here at State Tech. Question 1. What would you name the autobiography of your life? He says, "There's a hole in my donut." Question 2. When you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass your time? He says, "I have 3 kids." I also have 3 kids. I get what he's saying there. Question 3, if you could be any fictional character, who would you choose? He said, Indiana Jones. Question 4, what is something you learned in the last week? He said, neutron flux distribution. I don't even know what that means, so that sounds pretty cool. And question 5, 10 years ago, who did you think you would be now? He said, involving a career in the energy industry. And finally, what advice do you have for kids who are struggling in school? He says, struggles make you grow. If you aren't struggling, then you aren't being challenged to grow to the next level. Well, guess what? We have a double feature today. Now we get the chance to meet with Rob Becker from our HVAC department. Question 1, if you could learn to do anything, what would it be? He said, learn how to always make my wife happy. Question 2, when you have 30 minutes of free time, how do you pass your time? He says, any free time is motorcycling or fishing. Question 3, if you could be any fictional character, who would you choose? He says, the mighty Thor. Question 4, if you could meet anybody living or dead, who would you meet? He said, Roddy Piper, the greatest heel that ever stepped in the wrestling ring. Here's to you, Roddy. Question 5, what advice do you have for kids who are struggling in school? He says, school is such a small portion of your life. Go through it at all costs and get out there and earn independence through your income. And before we go for this week, here are a few examples of some of the remaining intramurals that are still coming up on campus. So take a look, get involved, and have some fun these final few weeks. Well, that is a wrap for this week's edition of State Tech Talks, and we'll see you right back here again next week.